Starting. Okay, we are broadcasting, but we're not recording yet. So there could actually be a person watching.
Wow.
All right. So anybody's watching, you can't see Susie because she don't want to be on camera. Basically.
Basically,
Yeah,
that's the truth.
But you can hear her. And this is how we kind of recorded the damn show because I don't know. I just thought it'd be neat to put it up there. So
This is Barroom Atheist episode what?
69.
69. Wow.
Yeah, as soon as we start recording it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
So I don't know what all this stuff does. So this is fun. No, this is what I want. I want the Q&A up there. Nope. That's what I want up there. All right. So people can submit questions if they want to while we go. But for now, I don't know if anybody's ever going to sign in, but what the hell. So let's start recording.
Okay.
Intro. Let's do the intro music. This is why we don't do live. Because we're slow.
Science and technology.
Marie Curie. She's a type of scientist I wanna be. Winning those Nobels left and right. Studied pitch blend and overnight. Got isotopes in the pocket. Radiation on the brain. As for radium and polonium, she discovers them and gives them their names. Marie Curie.
Welcome back to the bar room. We've been away for a while, but recent events have inspired us to do a very special show. Susie, say hi.
Hi. I was waiting for a regular intro.
Oh, well, this is not a regular intro because it's a back to
Okay.
the bar room.
Welcome back to the barroom, everybody. We missed you all.
I'm Bill here with my co-host Susie.
Hi, everybody.
See,
That's the way it goes.
This is why you wanted me to do that. I know.
Yes.
And this is why we don't do live shows. It's precisely why we don't do live shows. But I'm confident that no one is watching right now. We have absolutely no questions, so don't worry.
Great. It's kind of like our like late night 30-minute ones we used to do where
Yeah.
we
Well,
talk
I
to
don't know.
ourselves.
I figured what the hell, we could just put it out there and then people will get the edited version over iTunes and whatever. But
Right.
if they want to see us, what real idiots we are, this is the idiot zone.
This is the idiot zone.
But I'm pissed off. I'm fucking pissed off. Let's start with where we are in the timeline and what we know now. I think it's important. I know every news organization in the world is covering this. However, by the time someone's listening to this, it could have changed.
Right.
So let's let them know what information we're going on now. About 2 a.m. this morning, someone went into a club called The Pulse in Orlando, Florida, and fired into the crowd with an AR-15 rifle and an as yet unidentified handgun. 50 people are dead. There are another 53 wounded. Most of those are in critical condition, so that the number of the dead could rise. A guy's name was Omar Mateen.
Yeah.
He is Muslim American. He apparently called 911
To pledge allegiance to ISIS.
right before he did it and gave his full name, or right as he did it. Oh, somebody's watching. Anyway, yeah, somebody's watching.
Bill gets a little distracted.
Yeah, I do. I get a little. Well, no, I'm watching the feed, but I'm fucking pissed off. Okay, here was my first impression this morning. Here's my morning. I get up, I flip it to CBS because I slept on the couch because I'm sick, and you had left IDTV on all night.
Right.
So I'm actually, the shows that are on are ones that I actually listened to when I was half asleep because you know how it repeats every 6 hours or some shit. I'm like, let me flip to CBS. So CBS is going, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, this story comes on, and I'm like, what the fuck? The first thing they were trying to do was determine whether this was a regular hate crime or an act of terrorism.
Which pissed you off in itself.
It did piss me off in itself. What's the fucking difference for one thing? Oh, okay, I know there's technically a little difference, but how horrible does it have to be to our friends in the LGBT community that when somebody comes into one of your clubs and starts shooting you, the first thing we have to do is figure out which group that wants you dead is doing this.
Right.
That in itself is fucked up.
Right.
And then they were like, well, they're going to determine whether religion is a factor. Fuck you. Religion is a factor.
Right about this time, Bill was trying to get into the TV. I think he was yelling at the TV so loud he wanted to get into it.
I was fucking screaming. Tell me, when is religion not a factor in anti-LGBT violence?
I know.
When does that ever? That never happens. It's always a factor somewhere.
Because somebody was brought up to think that was wrong.
Right. And the reasons that people might think that are entirely
now it was
religious.
Actually Omar Mateen's father that was trying to say that
yes, not religion.
It wasn't religiously related. It was just because he hates the LGBT community.
He hates gay people. Yeah. It's just that.
But not religion.
Just garden variety gay hating. Not the real, serious
religion gay hating.
Religion gay hating. What the fuck?
Right. Where does he think it came from?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot of secular people. I don't know any secular people that hate gays.
I know.
I don't know any.
I know.
I don't know any homophobic secular people. I mean, I know some that don't support LGBT groups and they have their intellectual arguments for it, which I think are tripe and bullshit. I think they're unfounded. But to rise to the level of hate.
Right, to where you want to inflict pain on another human being.
You got to feel like they're the fucking devil. Yeah, and to pick up a gun.
The devil, that's funny.
And we're going to go into guns too. We're going to talk guns too, because I'm a little pissed off about that too. But how can it not be religiously related?
Right.
And it's not Islam related.
No. It's definitely
fucking religion
all religion related.
Okay, because Christianity has their little branch of that shit too.
Right.
And so do the Jews.
Right.
They all have it. In fact, I'm sure Kevin Swanson and Brian Fisher are going to be talking about how it was really the Christian God using the Muslims like he used the Philistines to punish these people. I'm sure we're going to fucking hear that because they've said that kind of shit before. And I'm sure we're going to hear how guns weren't the fault.
Right.
It's not about the guns.
It's not about the guns.
No. Donald Trump's theory. Oh, if we'd had more guns in that club, that would have been great, right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because then all the people.
Then we might have 100 people dead.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the shooter's dead. He's gone. Good riddance. He's human trash. I'm sorry, but I have no sympathy for him.
Nope.
And he's gone, and I'm glad he's gone, but I don't think more guns would have solved the problem. I really don't. Okay, imagine this. Anybody who thinks that, hey, if the guys in the club had been armed, imagine this for 1 second. You're a gun toter, and you're in the club. All right. Maybe you're there with your gay friend. Maybe you're gay. I don't know, but you're in the club, hanging out, having a good time, and you've got your open carry firearm. Yay, you. And other people have their open carry firearms because you think that everybody should be able to do that if you're a law-abiding citizen. So the shooter opens up. You're there. You go for your gun. You're the hero. You're bringing up your gun. You're sighting in the shooter. You're about to take him out. And bam, you get shot from behind.
Because somebody behind you
saw you raise a fucking gun.
Right.
And they don't know who the shooter is.
Right.
And then the SWAT team comes in and they don't know which of the dozen fucking people with guns is the actual shooter who started this shit.
Yeah.
Now you've got the okay fucking corral. So I don't want to hear the Trump argument that, oh, well, we want to have more guns in there. Send some bullets the other way. That means more people down there are going to get shot, you dumbass.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear the Rubio argument that, well, I want to have mine. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm sure we're going to find that this gun was obtained legally.
Right.
At least at some point in the chain. He may not have obtained it legally, but somebody did. And then either sold it to him, gave it to him, whatever. Or maybe he did. Apparently, guy didn't have a criminal record.
Nope.
In fact, I can almost guarantee he didn't have a criminal record.
Well, he was, a few years ago, they said he was on a somebody had reported something about him, and he was kind of. They looked at him for like terroristic stuff,
Right.
and then
They didn't find anything.
So they cleared him, and they left him alone, and then they told Florida, I guess, where he was living, keep an eye on him, but we don't see.
No, they
anything.
never. No, actually, I was watching Luaga. They didn't tell the local cops. They looked at it, didn't find anything, and dropped it. They didn't heads up the local cops. It's one of the things they're saying they might want to do in the future. But I know the guy. I can say this: the guy worked for a security company. They did mention that at some point, and I know for a fact that this company is in a business that has extensive background checks. Yeah. Comment on our question board. He was a security guard at a reputable place since 2007. Just reported down here in Florida. It's from Michael. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, and in fact, I'm not going to go into details because I'm not sure what details I can go into. But professionally, I know this company.
Yeah.
And I know that there's an extensive background check. So I can guarantee you that while he was working for that company, he would have been able to purchase an AR-15. It's not an automatic weapon.
What would you purchase an AR-15 for?
People have them.
But why?
I don't know. What the fuck do you need an AR-15
What do you
for?
need an AR-15 for?
I mean, it's not exactly home fucking defense. And one of the things that you and I were talking about when the news was on was, okay, it's not a fully automatic weapon, they were saying. That's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, because if it were an M16, which is the same gun, but fully auto, he might have blown through his ammo and killed 10 people.
Right, and then didn't have any ammo left.
Right, but a semi-automatic forces you to aim and pull the trigger every time.
Right.
Or at least it only fires as fast as you can pull the trigger so you can swing the damn thing around. I don't know. I don't know what kind of shooter this guy was. Although I can guarantee you he had firearms training based on the company he worked for. Again, not going to go into why I know that or how I know that or where, but I do. I know for a fact he would have had to go through firearms training. But so a semi-automatic weapon, you can kill more people than you can with a full auto.
Right.
I mean, I was trained in the military, and full auto was a switch you never hit.
Right.
Maybe 3-round burst, but usually not even that. They didn't even want you doing that because you burn up your clip in about a second and a half.
So yeah, so he had a semi-automatic.
Yeah.
AR-15.
Right, which is basically the M16
for home protection.
Yeah, I mean, you drive around with the trunk of your car, in case you get carjacked. What is the purpose to owning a weapon like that? How does it? I don't even see that for home defense.
Yeah, it really brings out the gun control crazies and the everybody from all aspects, because he's it's his God-given right to own and carry a gun
and to hate gays apparently.
Right, because God gave him that right too.
Oh, actually commanded him to, right?
Right. So
I mean, I named the big 3 major religions and all of them have huge anti-gay sentiment in them. And yes, I know I'm gonna get emails. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get feedback from people who go, well, that's not real Islam. That's not real Christianity.
Right.
Except the people on the other side are pointing back at you and going, that's not real Christianity. That's not real Islam.
Right.
The real ones are the haters.
The real ones are the psychos.
And both sides are saying the same thing. So there's your interpretation and their interpretation. Where do I go? What can I go to break that deadlock? Because yours would carry the same weight as theirs. I like yours better. That doesn't mean that's no. I'd have to go to the text. And I hate to tell anybody out there who's religious that's listening, but your particular text sides with the haters.
Yep.
Don't care which text it is. Read them. Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt with some of the verses on it. Yeah. You can't call people a fucking abomination and then not expect a fringe element to pick up a fucking gun.
Right.
I mean, it would not have surprised me had this guy been a Christian. It would. I mean, I would have been like, wow, that's different. But it wouldn't have surprised me. Not when we heard what we heard from Kevin Swanson at his little rally that Ted Cruz spoke at.
Right.
Fucking Other than the guy that won, he was the top contender for the Republican nomination for president of the United States and chose to speak at that rally. And we're surprised. That's why we had to figure out which group targeted these people. That's why this morning, that was why that first thing, was it a hate crime or is it terrorism? See, it's terrorism if it's Islam. If it's Christianity, it's a fucking hate crime.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
That is bottom line, the difference between the two.
And it's all the same. It's all because they follow some stupid religion that
they follow some
that tells them
bullshit.
to hate gay people for what they feel.
Yeah, for who they are.
Yeah.
I sincerely hope that everything goes well in LA because they're about to have their Pride March.
Pride March.
And I did see that on the newscast. So I'm thinking about you guys out there. If anybody's out there.
Can we talk about the president's speech for a minute? Because
yeah,
he got up there and he said all the stuff he was supposed to say.
Right.
But he put way too much God in that speech.
Well, yeah, he did. For my taste too. But
yeah, I mean, it was I've seen him do speeches where he leaves the God shit out. Yeah, but pray for this person and God will give us strength and
but he's a religious guy.
I know, but still he should appeal to all people.
Well, I don't know what to tell you there.
There's a large population of voters that don't get their strength from God.
We don't have a large population of candidates.
I know.
Is the problem. But I get it. He was appealing to his own religiosity there, and he was kind of addressing the tragedy at that point. But to me, you're right. That's a total problem because religion is the root of this problem.
Right.
There is no other fucking root of this problem than religion. ISIS is not political. It's not about politics. It's not about imperialism. All those other things just aggravate the problem. People are not, you don't do a suicide mission over geopolitical situations.
Right.
You don't do suicide missions over economics. You do suicide missions for fucking religion. And that was a suicide mission. That guy never intended to come out of there alive.
Nope. That's why when he called 911, he told them exactly who he was.
Yep.
This is me. This is why I'm doing it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, because he knew he wasn't making it out.
Pretty fucked up. Had me pissed off this morning. And also, of course, my first thing was I called my brother, because he lives in Orlando. And I'm like,
I gotta say kudos to Facebook for that shit too. Okay. I know a lot of people aren't, some people are still back in the Stone Ages. They don't use Facebook. Some people just don't like social media, but Facebook has this thing where if there's a thing, you can check in as safe.
Yeah.
There was a thing in Orlando and Bill was worried about his brother and his sister-in-law and his niece that lives in Orlando, and they checked in as safe. And I was like, oh, good. No worries. They're safe. Not that I thought that any of them would be in a nightclub at 2 a.m.
No, well.
But you never know with Lou.
But you never know. He could have been out there with friends. It's possible.
That's the kind of thing he does.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, since he had a kid, he doesn't do 2 a.m. at nightclubs as much.
I do want to say kudos to the Facebook check-in safe.
Yeah, because I was worried. I mean, I was like, hey, it was entirely possible that that could have been his night out.
Yep.
And he could have gone there with some friends. And yeah, I was, you worry. You worry about those first, and then about everybody else. That's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as we figured out that Lou was safe, and it was like,
but
now the rest of the world,
and back to, I have so many friends in the LGBT community.
I know.
God, what must it be like to live like that?
Right.
Under that kind of fear. Don't know whether it's the Muslims or the Christians or random wacko that's been listening to their bullshit that's coming after me, but somebody might just shoot me.
Because they hate what I stand
Because
for.
they hate me.
Yeah.
Because they hate who I am. I don't experience that on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And I feel for them. It's terrible. It has to stop.
There's no way. There's no way unless religion is totally annihilated.
People stop opening their mouths and spewing that hate. That'll be a start.
Right. But nobody will.
Well, that's why we're here.
That's why we just keep fighting.
And that's why we're here, right?
Oh.
So, to all you hate spewers, and I'm talking to you, Kevin Swanson and Brian Fisher, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Seriously, you are part of the problem. You are one of those bullets that went flying in that fucking nightclub last night. Don't think because a guy was fucking Muslim that gets you off the fucking hook.
Because secretly in the back of their head, they're thinking it's not a big deal. That
they're thinking,
they're just gay people. That's one less gay person. Or they're thinking
Jesus fucking used him.
Right.
To cleanse that area. They say shit like that all the time. And I guarantee you, anybody who's listening to this, check out Right Wing Watch, like from the 13th of June to maybe the 20th, that week.
You think it's going to be a lot?
I think you will find it on
God's
there.
will.
I think you will find the God's will argument out there, or he's like the Philistines, because that's how they, God sent foreign armies of heathens to crush Israel because he was mad at Israel. Yeah, I think exactly that argument's going to come out. It's totally bullshit, and it's bullshit now. And frankly, they're no fucking different. They're really no different than ISIS, except they're protected.
So now we've lived through the largest shooting in U.S. history
to date,
thanks to people who just want to spew hate.
To date, this is the largest one so far.
Well, I'm hoping that no more pop up. A person can be helpful.
Yeah, you can be hopeful, but now President Obama did address the gun issue, and I thought he did it very well. He said we have to decide if that's the kind of country we want to live in.
Yeah.
And taking no action is a decision of itself. So we'll see. And I am not for banning all guns. Don't get me wrong. Can we at least get together on fucking assault rifles, though? Can we at least get together on assault rifles? You know what the purpose to an assault rifle is? It's to assault something. It's right in the fucking name, assault rifle. Right. It's not a home protection rifle. They don't call it that. No, it's to assault. It's to take a position. It's to attack. That's why you need an assault rifle. You don't need an assault rifle to defend your fucking home.
I've never understood. I think a bullet is a bullet is a bullet,
Yeah.
A bullet does damage.
But, okay. A handgun holds 9 bullets.
Right. That'll kill 9 people if you put it in the right spot.
It will. What's a freaking AR-15 clip hold? Well, I don't know. It depends 15. What kind of clip you have. No, up to 30. You can have up to 30 round clips for those suckers.
That'll hurt 30 people.
Maybe more because it's going to punch through a lot of fucking people.
How many people are going to come in your house and try to kill you?
Exactly. Yeah.
At the most.
Well,
you could have a horde of 30 people try to come in your house and try to kill you, and then you'd want each of those bullets for each of those people.
Let's just stick to revolver. What if everybody just had revolvers? Okay, 6 shots. Now you got to reload, and I guarantee if you're in a club like that, and you only got 6 shots, somebody's going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
You better shoot the right 6 people because somebody's going to kick your fucking ass after 6 shots. Sorry. This is why we don't do live. But the thing is, the kind of guns he used are legally available in the United States. Maybe not in Florida even. Doesn't matter. We don't have state border checkpoints. Nobody checks the trunk of your car. You could drive to a state where it is legal, where it is available, and just drive back. So, yeah, we need a national solution to this problem. And I've heard the argument that, well, the areas with the strictest gun control laws are the ones with the most gun crime. Yeah, but that's because, 45 minutes outside, say, the city limits of D.C. was really bad for a while. Yeah, but they're right next to fucking Virginia. Okay, so people can drive to an area where gun control laws aren't strict, buy guns, and drive back. That's what they do. That's how it happens.
Right.
It's because the availability is so freaking high. I don't think I'd have any trouble getting a gun right now if I wanted to.
Oh, you could get a gun with no problem. I could get a gun with no problem.
Yeah.
Really?
Is that a good thing?
No, it's not.
These are the, and I'm throwing these questions out there because I think these are the questions that all of us
should be asking.
We need to ask that. Really? Okay, let's say. I mean, I live in a community, a suburban community. I don't know why I need a gun. I don't really need to defend my house. I mean, I call 911.
Right.
Phones are down. I suppose there could be a catastrophe situation. But if all of that is happening, probably nobody's going to fuck with my house.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to get signaled out. I could see if you're a rural person, if you're very rural where you don't live in town.
Right. And then maybe you would.
Yeah. And the police, if you call them, they'll be there in half an hour because they're that far away. I can see where you might need a weapon for home defense because you don't have that protection. I'm with you. I'm choking to death. Yeah, I'm sick. Anybody's watching live, I'm cutting this out, but I'm sick.
I gave it to him.
Yeah.
Go me.
It's terrible. So, anyway, I don't know. Maybe we beat this dead horse to death.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this segment. And we'll be back. We're going to do a little bit of a recap on the Reason Rally just to round the show out. And then I have a Bible segment for you. The book of Jeremiah. We start out with the prophet Jeremiah. Fantastic. I also have an interview with him, but I'm not sure it's still relevant. So we might put that on a future show, or we might not. We might have him on again and just re-record it. But I'm choking to death, so I'm going to cut the recording portion right now. We'll be back after this important message. Save the file.
Are you still in Google Hangouts?
We're still live.
We're still live. Woohoo! Hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some friends.
Well, you can get as many friends as you want.
Ashley said send her the link.
We'll send her the link.
I don't have the link.
It's on the Bar Atheist page.
It's on the Bar Room Atheist page.
All right, so about 25 minutes on that. This is why we don't do live, because this is how it goes. We just take a break and we hang out for a little bit. And I keep sucking down these Sprites because I'm sick.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I fucking hate you is what it is.
Nobody cares.
I fucking hate you.
Nobody cares that you're sick. Not a soul.
I'm going to make you care. My pimp hand is strong.
Oh, no. Can't do that.
Yeah, nobody fucking believes me. I know.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, Michael's still with us. How you doing, man? We're not recording right now, so all's good.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Corinne and Ashley show up. I love to.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I got to get my girls there. Corinne said, I'll come play. I'm like, oh, boy. That ought to be fun. So, yeah, what do you think they'll do?
About what?
Well, you were talking about they were going to maybe because of the change some laws or something.
We'll address that in the future because I don't know. I really don't. I just needed to rant about it. Okay, let's do Reason Rally. Huh?
I'm glad you got your rant out then. All right, let's do Reason Rally. Woo woo!
Yeah, we're back doing talking about the reason. Funny thing happened on the way to the Reason Rally.
Oh my God, I forgot. So I do have to. I totally forgot.
How the fuck did you forget?
I don't know. It just it slipped my mind.
Okay, I do want to acknowledge that Scathing Atheist didn't mention us on their show.
We got number 9.
Yeah, we were like number 9 of the top 10 good things about the Reason Rally. The fuck no. What do I have to do to get higher than 9? Do I have to leave a testicle? Is that it? If I had lost a testicle in the car accident, would that have bumped me to number 7?
Oh, yes.
Or maybe even into the top 5 for a testy. What the fuck, dude? Anyway.
We are hardcore, babe.
We were on the way to the Reason Rally. We had taken Thursday and Friday off. We're cruising down on Thursday. Plenty of time. It was like noon. There's a huge traffic jam on 95. So we got off 95. And we were looking for a way around it. And it was doing too much looking for a way around it. and too little paying attention to my surroundings. That's the short version of what happened.
Yep.
And we're crossing an intersection, and bam, smack from the right side.
Ouch.
Ouch. Then a second later, bam, left side's in the guardrail on the other side of the intersection.
Yeah, it was kind of more like boom.
Yeah, it was like, but here's what I do remember from it, and what's interesting and relevant to the show is, first of all, I remember the time. I have a memory of the time in between the two impacts. That was the scary part. Really fucking scary. I remember seeing the airbags. I remember seeing the glass shatter. And I remember for 1 second thinking, okay, this is it. We're done.
Wow.
We are fucking done. And
I just want to say right there, because I've been thinking about that a lot. I remember the impact on the right. And I remember the airbags deploying. And then I said, oh, shoo, made it. And then we hit on the left.
Oh, see, I knew we were still moving and I had no control of the car.
See, I wasn't driving, so I guess that was why I had the different.
Okay, for those listening. The front right tire after the first impact was
passenger
bent
side.
up at a 45-degree angle.
Right.
So when that happens to your you can't steer.
It just slides.
It doesn't move. The steering wheel doesn't move. Nothing you can do. And your car is just sliding. But I want to say, for the record, at no time did God come into my mind. You know, when they say, oh, well, wait until you're facing death. I was facing fucking death. At least
Bill
in my
really
own
thought
mind.
he was going to die.
In my own mind, for that split second between the two impacts, I thought, this is it. Nope. Didn't think about Jesus or God or none of that shit. Actually, all I thought was, this is it. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's about all I had time for. But no supernatural, no appeal. None of that happened. We hit the thing.
Oh, and I want to say, by the way, that even though the accident was written off as Bill's fault because the cop said he ran a stop sign, that remains that we're not even going to argue that fact.
No, you can't. I had one.
There was the guy that hit us was going so fast that he smashed in the side of my car, knocked us through the oncoming traffic lane all the way into the guardrail on the other side. There was no way he was a law-abiding citizen. No,
but you know how it is. Sometimes on a legal technicality, you're just done.
Yeah. So, needless to say, the airbags deployed and I freaked out. Now I have to tell you, listeners and friends of all my friends' shows, that we were going down there. We were headed to the Reason Rally, right? So I had made plans to meet Bobby and Ashley. So here I am sitting in the passenger seat after my major car accident. I called 911. 911 thought I was well enough to hang up the phone. So, I mean, I was way shaken, but I hung up the phone with 911. My next phone call, I'm talking before the ambulance came to pull me out of the car, was to Miss Ashley and No Religion Required.
Well, it was the firefighters that got you out of the car because they had to cut your door off.
I said, Ashley, and she said I was shrieking at the time, but
you were shrieking.
I said, we're going to be a little late because we got in a big old car accident. So she's freaking out. She's like, okay, I'll be right there. Of course, she was in Savannah.
Right.
But she's going to be right there.
You know, I do want to comment on this community because I put it on Facebook that we had been in a car accident. We're on our way to the hospital. This is like a little bit more. Cut Susie out of the car. We're in the ambulance. Cool on the ambulance, guys. Help me unload our luggage out of the car into the ambulance.
Yeah.
And we head to the hospital. I put it on Facebook. Hey, we've been in a wreck. We'll be down when we get down. I had no less than 10 offers to come get us during the course of the day.
Yep.
And those 10 people were coming from all different points of the compass. And none of them asked where we were.
They just said, oh, we'll get you.
Tell me where you are. I'm coming. You know, Bobby himself said, I'll bypass Washington.
Yeah.
Come right up.
His whole plan was just to come get us.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
You know, I was floored.
I love people. I love my people.
But Susie and I, we're kind of independent. And besides, we didn't really want to stick around there and wait for anybody. We wanted out. We wanted to go. Once she got checked out, we knew nothing was broken.
Yeah, they did take me like Bill was saying, my poor Kia. I don't know. Okay, guys, I drove. I still use it in the present tense, but
And you can search either of our Facebook profiles for pictures of the car.
I drove a Kia Forte, and the airbags deployed and like destroyed the right side of my body. All my injuries were airbag related, and I mean scratches, bruises, bumps, bangs, the whole shebang. Now, when the airbag deployed, this dusty stuff came out, and I was inhaling this dusty stuff. So Bill, who was pacing outside the car, doing whatever he was doing outside the car, I had to get him to come. I said, come open the door because I can't breathe, because the dusty stuff was getting in me. So he tries to open the door and the damn door won't open. It's like, it opens like 8 inches, and then he's like, you don't open any further. So he stuck a plastic bottle in there in the doors to keep it open. And then the fire truck and the ambulance came and they cut off my door.
Yep.
I was so sad. I'm like, and I guess it's good that I was in well enough and in good enough spirits, because I'm like, there goes my door. And they just cut my door off with those big old jaw thingies. And they took my door, and I was very sad. There goes my door.
I just want to say, for any of the live viewers, or actually, I think this is also transferring to my personal YouTube channel. So if anybody's watching it on there later, but you also listen to the show, and they're like, you're like, what the fuck are they doing? This is what we always do. This is why these rambles that you and I go through.
Right.
Yeah, I cut them. That's why I edit.
Right.
But hey, maybe the uncut would be fun for somebody somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe they could get the full extent of my sadness
of how terrible we are. Yeah.
With my door leaving.
So anyways, I just called a cab from the hospital, had him take us to the nearest train station.
Crazy fucking cab driver.
Oh, he was nuts. Right? Imagine being in a major accident, then getting into a cab with a dude from Duck Dynasty.
No shit.
Looked like it, acted like it,
talked like it,
spouted the same political views.
Yep.
And drove like a NASCAR fan.
Right.
Right after a car accident.
It was pretty spooky. I was looking
and
for my
I contradicted that man on nothing. I was too fucking terrified after the car accident. I'm like, well, we'll fight this another fucking day, because that wasn't happening.
Yep.
But then we get to the MARC train. We ride that sucker down. Then we walked from Union Station to the hotel. And yeah, we got through the weekend. And
the weekend was spectacular.
Yeah. But we paid dearly.
But I'm one car short
physically
because of it.
Yeah, and you know what else? We got a shout out from Shelly Siegel at the after party from the stage.
Right.
What the hell? I didn't expect that.
Me either.
I was completely floored when she did that. I was like, wow.
Shelly Siegel is not just friend of the show. Shelly Siegel's friend of us.
Oh yeah, she's crossed that line. Yeah.
And let me tell you, I have to say this, and I know it's going to sound awful, but I didn't actually see anybody speak at the Reason Rally.
No, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people did not watch the talks. I've talked to a lot of people since then, and actually listened to a few shows of people giving reviews. They were talking to other people at the Reason Rally.
Right.
Yeah, and that's fine, because all those talks were simulcast on the internet.
Right, you can get them.
And you can get them on YouTube. And you can sit and watch them.
But my family was
on
there.
A Saturday when you don't have anything else to do, when you don't have all those people to talk to.
My family was there. Ashley and Bobby and Corinne and Jim Dobler. And then the new people in my family. Oh my God, I met Trav Mahone. Oh my God.
Yeah. I hate to call out all the people I met.
I know, you can't.
There were
just so many.
And there was one person that I talked to, and hopefully we're going to have her as a guest. And she was supposed to be part of our comeback show, but yeah, that didn't work out because of Orlando. I felt like I had to put out a show now,
right,
before I could put that together. Anyway, she's about to make a comeback into the secular community, so hopefully next episode we'll be doing that. But I just had the best time. I think Friday night for me was the best.
Friday night.
Saturday night was fun too. Yeah, the after party and everything, and hanging out with everybody. But I was kind of tired from Saturday.
Yeah, Friday night at the
Friday night
at Billy Goat Tavern,
right?
With everybody.
They were having the VIP dinner, which was $300 a plate, Now, I'm not busting on people who paid $300 or them for charging it, because everybody I talked to who went to that VIP dinner
Had a great time.
said it was worth every penny.
Okay.
They got their money's worth. So absolutely, it just wasn't what we were going to do that time.
Right.
And because it was $300 a plate. But we got with Bobby and some other folks and said, hey, we're going to go down to this Billy Goat Tavern and we're going to eat a little, drink a little, have a good time. And Bobby puts it out on Facebook.
Of course. That's what Bobby does.
Everybody
to us.
comes down, and Shelly and her parents came down, and wow, I mean, that was the party. And then we went back to the hotel, and there was some more party there, and I ended up partying with some other people, and I met so many people. I'd love to give them all shout outs, like some of my smoking buddies that I met, that were just out there. Ran into Lee Moore again, I mean, I hadn't seen him since PA.
Yeah.
PA conference. So we're going to have him on the show. We're going to hang out because we have fun when we banter. But to me, that was the shit. All night, just. And so finally, it's great because I thought I'd seen everybody, right? And I have to tell the story. It's about 1:30. And the truth is, folks, despite the name of the show, I don't drink that often anymore. Not like I used to. Except this night was an exception because I was pretty tanked. So I'm all lit up and I'm cruising up to the room and I sit down on the bed. I'm literally, that pose you see on TV where they're about to take off the shoe? That's where I was, and my phone goes off. Fucking no illusions. He's like, oh man, I just got your message. I'll be back in the hotel in about 10 minutes. All right, dude, I'm coming back down. So I go back down and I hang with Noah for about, I don't know, half an hour. Just swapping stories and stuff. It was good to see him. Sorry we missed Heath, but we totally understand your reasoning, dude. Totally. Oh, I do.
You're a guy.
Because I'm a guy, yeah. So.
I didn't see Heath all weekend.
I didn't see him all weekend either.
I'm rather sad.
I was sad not to see him, but I understand. I get that. I did meet Eli for the first time, which was nice.
Eli, yes. Oh my God, I love Eli.
And that was good.
You
missed Lucinda. Really missed Lucinda. Sorry she couldn't go.
You were arguing with a believer, and I was talking to Eli Noah, and I said, yeah, Bill's over there arguing with a believer. And Eli goes, I want one.
Yeah.
So funny.
They recorded some of that stuff. We recorded nothing at the Reason Rally. Sorry if you didn't go.
Dude, I
every other show did it though. So everybody's got recordings from the Reason Rally, from those arguments, and really enjoy them. But I didn't want to.
I got in a car accident. I wasn't worried about recording anything.
Well, I didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
I didn't bring our portable rig. I wanted to go. I just wanted to go be in the crowd and one of the people.
I wanted to see my people.
Yeah, I didn't want to feel like I was there to do something else.
We are not going to let Jim Dobler pick hotels anymore, though.
Why? Because they were too far away?
Because they were too far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just too much. They should have been closer, or we should have had more beds in our room.
No. No, I mean, I love these people, but no.
Oh, come on, honey. They could have slept with us, a whole bunch of them.
No. What are you talking about? That's crazy talk.
Oh, shout out to Alicia for offering to drive us home, too.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Well, I don't know how we go with sleeping in the bed, and then you're going to shout out to Alicia.
Well, I was thinking
she wasn't even in our room. I do remember. She was never there.
Well, I can't tell the story because it's for Miss Ashley to tell.
Oh, that story,
But
yeah.
Alicia was in her bed.
Oh.
Or she was in Alicia's bed.
I don't know.
So, and Alicia actually kicked Miss Ashley out of the bed. So when you were mentioned in beds, and then
I didn't know why she came up.
Made me think of
what
Alicia.
the hell? I didn't hear that story. I'm gonna fuck. I got to listen to No Religion Required now to get that story.
To get the story from Miss Ashley.
Or is it going to be on your other show? Why don't you talk about your other show? Because you know what, you've never talked about it on this one.
Well, that's because I don't like to cross pollinate.
No, look, I bring other people onto the show to promote their shows, and you have another show now.
But this is,
and you should talk. You should tell everybody about it real quick.
All right.
And I'm gonna edit this fucker.
The show is Lucifer's Ladies, and it's myself, Corinne from the Atheist podcast, and Miss Ashley from No Religion Required. We got together to do an all ladies podcast, and where we just pretty much get on and we shoot the shit, talk about stuff that bothers us. Sometimes I do. I do political rants, believe it or not.
Really?
That's one of the sections.
Wow.
And yeah, we pretty much just cover a couple news articles and then just talk about shit that's going on.
All right.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you need a plug. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I heard you're working on your intro.
Yeah, we're working on it. We have an intro now, but we had some dissension in the ranks from the quality of the intro, so we're trying to spoof it up a little.
All right. Well, I haven't listened to it. Truth, folks. On this last hiatus, I haven't listened to any podcast. None, zero, zip, zilch. I know about Noah giving us a shout out because somebody tweeted it to me. So then I went and listened to it. But I haven't even been listening to theirs. I've got such a backlog to catch up on it. I'm going to, because I have a long ass commute coming up.
Because we're back.
Anyway, and also if anybody's in the DC area and you want to have a drink after work sometime,
Bill'll be there.
I'm going to be working in DC from now on. So I'll be living in Pennsylvania, working in DC, long commute, lots of podcasts to listen to. I should be well informed now.
Lots of editing time.
Maybe, yeah. We're talking about getting me a portable computer so I can do my editing on the road. Well, not while I'm driving, because apparently I can't fucking drive, even if I not trying to do anything else. But it's a 2-hour train ride, so.
So overall, the Reason Rally was a major success.
It was, but the attendance was much lower than I thought. Much lower. Could be explained by a lot of things. There was a lot of controversy. There was some, which we're not going to go into because it fucking bores me to death, and I don't like to get into it. But you could read about it. Check JT Everhart's blog. He covered most of it. But yeah, there was a lot of controversy with the Reason Rally.
And you think that's what affected the attendance?
Some people say that. I don't know. It was hot.
I think the attendance was affected by the fact that it was 3 days long. Or that they had all the extra shit. When you went in 2012, it was that day. It was that one event. Everybody had to come out for that one event. It was huge.
Yeah.
In this one, you could pick and choose what you did, if you did this, if you did that, if you over 3 days' time.
And it was fucking hot.
Well, it was cold when you went.
Yeah.
So the weather, I don't think would have made any difference. I think the fact that they dragged it out made a definite impact. I think if they would have said, you have this one day, you have one shot to make your atheist voice be heard and show that you're part of the atheist voting bloc. Yeah. This is your one shot. Come this day. I think their attendance would have been much higher.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I have absolutely no idea.
I think it would have.
I have no, and it could be that it's not as big a deal 4 years later. That actually could be a sign of success.
That's true.
It could be that we've made enough inroads in the last 4 years that a lot of people think it's not a big deal anymore. I don't know. I feel like the movement has grown, but yeah, there were a lot of cool people there. There were a lot of people who came from very far away to be there.
Yay, Canadians!
There's Canadians. There was people from Detroit that I was smoking with, and that's almost Canada. That's like Canada Light, right? Yeah. Detroit. It's
California. We had Californians.
Californians, yeah. Who else do we? Oh, David. Got to mention David from Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there. I mean, so that's a long way to come. And
you would have noticed David by the I think it was the black tie dinner that he wore his American flag pants too. You can't miss him. Shout out to David for being a listener. Woohoo!
Yeah, and classy of him.
Very.
to get in pajama pants the black tie.
Nobody told him it was like black tie.
I didn't know it was black tie. I mean, I read about it online. So I didn't know.
He was like, I'm wearing this. And
I'd be black tie my ass. Wait, you're going to charge me $300 for dinner and you're going to make me dress up?
Yeah, no.
Bite me. You'd be lucky if I cover my balls if I pay that much for dinner. That's just bullshit. Whoa. There's a moment of silence. See, this is why we don't do shit live.
This is why we don't live.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I really want to say about the Reason Rally. If you were there, awesome. If not, oh wait, I did meet somebody there.
Who'd you meet?
John Delancey. I met Q.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
That guy.
I don't know if you've seen the picture, but I met fucking Q.
Okay. So apparently, if you're not a lot of. I'm not a big nerd. It's not a big deal.
Well, this is Barroom Atheist. Go back and listen to the 2 episodes. 3 nerds walk into a bar where we did me, Adam Reeks, and Godless Meghead did 2 fucking full episodes on Q in Star Trek with all those clips, and I met the dude himself.
So Bill met Q. Everybody, woohoo!
Fuck you. That was fucking awesome. Anyway, yeah, I guess we can we'll close off the Reason Rally stuff here, and we'll move on to the Bible segment, which unfortunately anybody watching live is really not going to hear because we recorded that quite a while ago.
A long time ago.
But
hey, you know what? I got to say this just because of the timing of this thing.
Yeah.
When we did the Bible segment, I hadn't met Jeremiah. Oh, Corinne's going to hate me for this. I have to say, I love Jeremiah. And
she's
doing our Bible segment. Sorry, Corinne.
Yeah, the book of Jeremiah. And yeah, I do have that interview with him, but I don't know how much is still relevant. So we might have to, we'll listen to it.
All right.
So maybe we'll put some of it up, but we'll definitely get Jeremiah back to re-record or something. I don't know.
Because I love Jeremiah.
But hey, we did a show, right? Here it is. All I got to do is edit it and put it together.
Woohoo!
And it should be out by tonight sometime. And it will sound much better than this does.
Thanks to all the people who tuned in live.
You've got three viewers right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do this again. I don't know. Any of you who listened on live or watched it on YouTube, send me some feedback.
Don't tell him that he sucks and he drives on and on and on because we already know that.
Yeah, we already know that. That's why we don't do a live show. So if you want the uncut, we'll call this barroom backstage or some shit.
Yeah.
And we'll do it when we fucking feel like it.
Right.
Like we do the show. That's our schedule.
When we fucking feel like
we fucking feel like it. So maybe we'll do that. All right. So on to your Bible segment, the book of Jeremiah, featuring Bill Susie and the prophet Jeremiah himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was an intentional silence.
Yes,
for the home audience because I record the show in segments.
Yes, we like our segments.
You don't really notice because I put commercials in there. That's what they're there for, because they're segments.
They're segments.
Well, it gives us the freedom when we're doing the damn show, because sometimes we'll do an interview one night and the rest of the show the next night or whatever, because sometimes you have to schedule that kind of crap. But, well, I don't know if anybody tuned in, but I do know some people tuned in. Never mind.
I know some people tuned in
because I got some folks up on the Q&A. And do we have any actual questions? No real questions. Somebody asked if I'd seen a tweet from the governor of Texas. Nope, didn't see the tweet.
What the governor of Texas tweet? You should look that up.
Scheduled tweet following Orlando attack. I don't know. I can't click the link, and I'm gonna have to look it up. I would have to actually look it up, and I'm feeling kind of lazy right now. And I'm gonna have to get to my editing soon. But yeah, I guess we can do this. Maybe we'll figure out a way to get Susie on camera next time.
No.
Although her audio feed will still be through me.
Right.
The way our audio is set up to record the show.
I'm really not a fan of camera. People know what I look like. Shit, there's pictures out there somewhere.
Well, but then they wouldn't have to look at my mug all the time.
But your mug prettier than my mug.
Says you.
Yes, says me.
Okay, barroom contest. No, I have to record that. I'm putting it on the end. I'm putting it in the outro for the. Yeah, in the wrap up for the next show. We're gonna have a contest.
Oh, whose mug is prettier?
Yeah, and I'm voting for you.
I'm voting for you.
Oh, shit, we cancel. All right, let's not vote because we cancel each other.
Right.
All right, we'll have people vote.
Okay.
Wait, is there a way to put out like a Facebook poll? Can we do that?
I think so.
I think there's a way.
I think there's a way.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna put out a Facebook poll. That's what we're gonna do.
You're nut.
Well, because it was your idea.
Okay.
Anyway, should we call it?
We should call it.
All right, we're out of here, folks. Well, for the one person listening and anybody on YouTube later, we're out of here.
Outro?
No, I don't want to do an extra outro. We'll slap an outro on the show. This is like behind the scenes.
Alrighty then, we're out of here, folks.
So we're out of here. I'm gonna edit this and have it out hopefully tonight.
Thanks for listening.
All right, bye.